extra with the slayer. Pay what it cost for the tail, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weeds. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Commanders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, Scott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
On second down, Marion. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run with Tanner to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Weak ass running back.
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On the option to give to Taylor here. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. Uses the stiff arm. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 9 yards that time. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the option right, Herbert. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back.
Weak ass quarterback, too.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This is the tight end fan. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Taylor hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
You can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way. You gotta
protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Scott. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete.
Pussy.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. They'll run on first down. Marion busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Scott. His throw incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Scott throwing on 4th down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
On 1st down, Marion. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Scott. And he's got it. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. To throw is Scott, operating from the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down now, Marion. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. He's up to the 20. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Herbert going to try and run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. He's going up top for Taylor. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out left to Dotson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he gets it down to the 32. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD for them. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points. So that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Operating from the gun, Scott. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 64 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert buying time to his left. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonathan Taylor, as time expires in the first half, and the Lions will extend their lead on the final play of the half. So they say no to the field goal tried late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll take this down to the 33. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. They find some open field here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 99 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Here's Scott on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Scott to throw on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Lions will take over. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Second down, here's an option right. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
116 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trayvon Walker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They snap it to Herbert. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Lions. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. And in for the Lions touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On 4th down, Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Fant on the right side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert being chased out left. This is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Again, it's Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff up the middle. Marion. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Scott. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass here with Herbert. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory.
riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Marion. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Scott now throwing on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play a bigger part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Detroit, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.